with another episode of Dynasty Queens. I am your host, Leah J. I'm with my beautiful co-host, Nicole. What's up, y'all? Guys, we have a lovely guest in the room today. I want to welcome you guys to the lovely, beautiful, professional dancer and Grammy-nominated Georgia Rain. Let's give it up for us. Georgia Queen. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, for sure. I love the makeup. Everything fit is giving. Okay.
Just throw something on, you know.
Oh, okay. I'll say that.
Being humble.
Being humble. Love it. So, Georgia, for those who are not familiar with you, give us an idea of how you got your start in dancing. Were you like a small child, just like moving around, being bunches, or how did you get your start into, dancing?
Yeah, so overall, I got my start in the industry, fully in the industry, when I was 13.
Okay.
So if you've ever been to Atlanta, or you've seen it on TV, like ATL, there's this infamous place called Cascade Skating Room.
Yeah.
So I was there and I was skating.
Okay.
And one of my best friends at the time said, she pulled me out the floor, was like, there's this girl from Alabama, she's trying to do the chicken head. And they said whoever wins gets signed to Jermaine Dupri.
Oh.
And I was like, what? And at the time, I was a chicken head queen now. So I came off the floor, I went off, and I didn't have time to get my skates off. So I just did it on my skates.
Oh, wow.
And Jermaine was like, wait, who is that? So they said, he's like, I want you to dance for my new artist. His name is Jarvis.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I started. And then at 15, I got called into a room after school. I was like in 10th grade. And they're like, oh, just come with weave down to your butt and showing your abs. Just look grown. Because I was like 15. They're like, just look grown. And Bobby V was in the room. I didn't know who he was at the time, but Slow Down was out. And I was thrown into the room to audition.
Oh, wow.
And so that's how I got started in the industry.
Also, Jermaine Dupri was known for working with a lot of children. He did, Crisscross and a lot of the rest. So that was a layer too. Okay.
So how was that experience, just auditioning or, dancing for Bobby Valentino?
It was just great. It was free. Like, I just felt free. I always tell everybody, Bobby is the best boss I've ever had. Yeah. I had to, the people I've worked for in the industry. Because he was just so humble. I was 15 at the time, so he always made me feel like protected. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because I wasn't supposed to go on that tour. I had to take my high school graduation test. So actually I was in the 11th grade. I had to take my high school graduation test in order to get in the 12th grade. Okay. The same morning I had to take the test, the tour bus was leaving to go to start the first screen tour. And I was like, I've always been a rebel. So I told my friend, like, hey, come get my social security card. Since they're not taking this test at our high school, they're going to take it at another school. Take it for me. Girl, she went and took the test. My mom called me at like 7 in the morning. She's like, your ass coming that tour bus, did you? But I would it's like the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. That's how, I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to be in the industry. Wow. So yeah, that's like the most fun I've ever had in my life, dancing on tour.
I love that.
Yeah.
How old were you when all that happened?
I was 15. I turned 16 on the tour. When I did a tour.
Wow.
And then after that, I went and danced for Bobby Brown, which is crazy. I did Fridays for him. And then after that, I got called to audition for Babyface's girl group. By this time, I was 18.
Okay. Yeah. Got you. How was dancing for Bobby Brown? How did you get that gig?
Yeah. So my manager, who's also like an uncle to me, they groomed me from 13 until I was 18 artist development.
Okay.
So he's like the king of artist development in the South, Marvin McIntyre. So Bobby Brown always came to the studio to audition. Somebody would come to Atlanta to the studio to rehearse and stuff. Yeah. He's like, yeah, my niece, she might be young, but she bad, so I'll call her to audition. And I remember Bobby like, now you gotta pick your feet up, you're moving too slow. But yeah, that's how I got that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, you're broadening the spectrum of just the industry. So tell us what else you've dived into in the industry besides dancing.
Everything. So yeah, I started off dancing, and then I was signed to Babyface. I was thrown into a girl group. That didn't work out, fortunately. Moved back to Atlanta. Then I was like, I'm bored, so I moved back to LA at the age of 23. That's when I met Neo, got signed to him as a singer-songwriter. Signed to him for 3 years. Then I moved back to Atlanta, signed to Akon for a minute. and now I'm a free agent. But I've been a songwriter since I went to LA at the age of 23. That's how I got my Chris Brown placement. Yeah,
Nice.
my producer, Adonis, he was writing on the album. They needed one more song for the album, so we wrote it that night. Took it to the studio, and Chris Brown cut it, and it's the last song of the album. So that's how it is.
The rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Nice.
When did you start writing?
I started writing at 13.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Jermaine signed me to be a dancer for this artist, but this artist and I became best friends. And I would just go to the studio and I would suggest like they change this word to that word. And I just started coming up with lines. And he was like, "Yo, you pretty dope." And at 13, I'm like, "Am I?"
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like that's how I got into writing. And I've always been a fan of Babyface, Neo, and The Dream. Which is so crazy. I've besides the two of those artists. And I don't know, it's just something about songwriting. I don't really like being seen.
Okay.
Which is crazy. A lot of people know that about me, so you guys get exclusive. I do not like being seen. I'm real private. So if it was up to me, I wouldn't want to be an artist. I just want to be a songwriter.
Just a songwriter.
Yeah.
So talk about the layers of that. So 13 years old, obviously you're coming into your own. You know how to dance your ass off, right?
Yeah.
You're learning how to write music. So I know that you sing as well. So when did you understand that you have a voice as well?
My entire family can sing.
Oh, okay. Sing with mom.
Yeah, see, my mom can and one of my aunties can, but the rest, because my mom's like from a family of 17.
Oh, wow.
Right? So yeah, they all can sing except like 2 people in the family. But I won a talent show in 3rd grade and I was only 7 years old. And I outbeat like 15-year-olds. So
wow.
I knew then. I mean, like this like the first time you step on stage, any stage at any age, you're like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, so it's in my blood. Like, that's how I family can sing. Yeah.
So who is someone that inspired you as a young girl? Like an artist, I would say maybe a female. You already mentioned the guys, right?
Yeah.
But who's like a woman that you really look up to, like, man, I can do this?
2 of them. Well, 2 in a group. So the first one was Toni Braxton.
Ooh, yes.
That's all my grandmother played was Toni Braxton video. She had a cassette tape. She played every last video. So I knew I wanted to like have a low register because I was like, everybody can't do it.
Right.
And her dresses were always bad. She always showed skin and I just love
The legs.
And then the second one was Tina Turner. Big hair.
Yes.
She was a full around entertainer. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I just love entertaining, so I knew it was those 2. And then, of course, TLC, because they had the swag. They had the songs. I would say TLC, Toni Braxton, and Tina Turner. It's just crazy, they're all T's.
Right, they are. Literally.
Wow, okay.
So writing songs, what do you feel is one of the most meaningful first songs that you've ever written, and who did you write it for?
Man. Actually, it would be one of the first songs I ever written. I'll have to say for myself as a solo artist. Yeah, because that's when I was like, I don't have to be in a girl group anymore. I can be myself and I can say exactly what I want to say. I can perform every part. So it was my song, Feel Like a Woman. Okay. And to this day, my mom asks me every year, like, re-release this song. Because it sounds like I just recorded it yesterday. Oh, wow. So I'm actually going to re-release it the top of next year. But yeah, so it's called Feel Like a Woman. And it was the first song I wrote for myself to get my deal.
That's what's up. And I want to know, like, so we always see, like, the glitz and glamour of girl groups. And, you know, you see, like, little, like, tit for tats. Can you tell us the reality of being in a girl group?
We mean everything. We're talking about happiness. We're talking about all of the girls. Yeah. Go ahead. It's your
okay. To start off, just know that every girl group, whether you know it or not, there's always competition. You may not be in competition with, you know, your homegirl in the group, but she's in competition with you. Okay. And there's always, I don't care what nobody says, somebody is always speaking with the manager. Always. Always. So that's kind of where the jealousy can come from also, because they feel like, why are you over there talking to her? Why is she getting this part? They just feel entitled. Because of sleeping with the manager. And then you can start feeling jealous because you're like, I know I sing better than her. Why is she getting this part? Yeah. But you don't know, like, she's sleeping with him, that's why. So that's definitely
the dream girl effect.
Yes, that's the dark side of it. But the good side of it is there's a sisterhood, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
And you learn how to become stronger on stage and in your performances and stuff like that, because it's like you're competing against each other on stage already. So you have to outdo this person. And you have to learn how, even when it's your time to sing, step out in front and perform. Right. So it takes the nerves out.
Yeah.
So I will say that I think that's one of the pros of being in a girl group. You learn who you are and who you want to be, and the type of artist you want to be, and you learn how to like not be as nervous.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's not all bad.
Now, realistically, share with us and the viewers when you went solo. Was it your decision to do it at the time, and was it something that was scary, or you felt like, I'm ready, I can do this?
Honestly, I never wanted to be in a girl group.
Okay, so you always wanted to.
I never wanted to sing.
Right.
So I was in rehearsal like one day, and like I said, my Uncle Marvin, who has the Artist Development Center, I'm in there cleaning. The vocal producer was cleaning, and I was in there getting ready for our dance rehearsal. And I was singing like 702, I don't get it together or something. Yeah. And next thing you know, my Marvin comes in and he's like, wait, you can sing? Oh. I said, yeah. Like, I'm such a total word. I was like, yeah. He said, what you mean? Yeah, like, you can sing this whole time. I was like, yeah, my whole family sings. So he made me sing. Next thing you know, he's like, be at the studio at 3 o'clock tomorrow, so.
Wow.
And I walk in the room, there's like 3 girls lined up with a mic stand in front of them.
Oh.
I was pissed.
You thought it was your time to shine. Like,
yeah, I was like, I'm not about to sing, right? And I couldn't say no. So he told all of us to go down the line and sing something. Then I went last, of course. And they were just blown away. They were all like maybe 5 to 7 years older than me, but they treated me like, oh my God, Melissa's is killing it. So, back to your question, it's like, I never wanted to sing, but me being thrown into a girl group, I knew my strengths and I knew my weaknesses. Yeah. I've always known, like, I would, like, when it's time for me to blow up, I'm not going to be in a group.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be solo. Like, I'm strong on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I can't have some backup singers. But I'm strong on, if I'm on stage, it's going to be because of me. Right. Nobody's going to be like, oh, that group.
Okay.
And I'm a perfectionist. Everybody's not going to work as hard as you. Everybody's not going to understand. You have to wake up at a certain time. You have to rehearse every day. You have to perfect everything. Right. And so it's like, are you going to let them hold you back, or are you going to go do it yourself? Right? And if you fail, it's on you, not on them. So yeah, I've always known. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be solo if I do music.
What is something that any young woman that's looking to tap into the industry, whether it be as a professional dancer or an artist or writing music, what is something that she should know, like, to protect herself stepping into this? And I know that's a very broad question, but it's whatever it is to you.
I would say, my advice would be to find a mentor.
Okay.
Whether it's someone who's a dance partner on tour with you, or going to auditions with you, or just someone in the industry. Like, find a good mentor, a positive mentor who doesn't have a bad name in the industry, who doesn't have any, like, rumors attached to them, and study that person.
Yeah, that's smart.
Study that person. And if you're a dancer, if you're a young dancer out there who's looking for a good mentor, someone to look up to and study and protect yourself, I would say study Beyonce's dancer, Ashley. She's a great model. Yeah. Study Ashley and study Jamaica. And I know it's a lot of young people who may be like, who's Jamaica? So Jamaica is Sierra's #1 choreography from all of her first videos, and Omarion and all of them. Yeah. So I just say study people who doesn't have a bad reputation, because 9 times out of 10, they're the ones who are going to lead you to the right path, because they are still going and they're like in their 40s and they're like still killing it. Like, you know, and another piece of advice would be, I pray every time I step out of the house, every time I step into rehearsal, every time I step on stage, and just I used to keep my earphones on me as a dancer. Like, I would tune the noise out. I wouldn't talk to nobody further on stage, even to this day when I'm performing as an artist. I don't talk to anybody. My mom knows. Text me, or maybe not even text me at all. I'll call you before I go on stage and when I come off, but because different energies can mess you up. So somebody can come to me, girl, can you believe her? Like, my sister, she's good at her, I guess, well, both of my sisters and I. But one of my sisters, she's always like, let me tell you, mama gets to his number. I'm like, not right now.
Right.
Not right now. Because it'll throw you off, you know? And if there are some issues you're facing internally, dig into those issues. Like, put that energy into your craft.
Yes.
Just study your craft. You don't have to go out. You got time for all of that.
Sure.
No alcohol. You got time for all of that.
Right.
Stop the partying. You got time for men will throw you off your game.
Oh, say that again.
Men will throw you off your game. And I think the reason I was able to go so far at such a young age is because I had a boyfriend, but I didn't have a boyfriend, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Meaning I wasn't having sex.
Gotcha.
Because when you're not having sex, the emotions aren't there.
Yeah.
So if you find out he cheated, you're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I was. I was like, well, I gotta show him how I don't care. Like,
Right.
yeah, so I would say that's my biggest advice to you. Like, the men will be there. Like, the boy you think you're in love with right now, you're not gonna be in love with.
Right. I'll just wait around to grow up.
Yeah, even if you already get married and be locked in for 20 years, you gotta grow out of that. So it's just like, just dive into your career as much as you can in your teens and your 20s.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do not give your 20s away.
You already have this one life, so
Do not give your 20s away. That's what I'm saying.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have a question. As a songwriter, say somebody just like, you know, like you're talking about, you have to write that song in one night. Do you get kind of like a glimpse of what the album is about, like the body of the album, so you write the right song for that album? Or you just freestyle, you just freehand and just do it?
See, here's the thing. You never know what's going to make the album.
That's true.
You can write 30 songs and you tell everybody, like, I got this song, Chris Brown got this song, and you're like, wait, where's my song? So for me, it's like, when I'm with the artist, it's like, what do you want to talk about today? I go off of what they want to talk about today or what they say they're missing on the album.
Okay.
Like, I got this song, I don't have a sex song, I got this song, I don't have a feel-good song, I don't have this song. I'm like, okay, let me try to make one of those so I have a guaranteed placement.
Right.
You know, so that's how I do it.
I was wondering that, like, you know, some people have, like, you know, the album name and then the body of the album's like, it makes sense to what the name of the album is. So I was wondering that.
Yeah, and I don't like to write because I think it clouds my thought process. I think it makes you overthink. A lot of writers do write. Me, I like to hit a beat. I like to do rendezvous, lay melodies, and then I just
So off the dome, you just freestyle. You go back and do arrangements and stuff later. You just want to lay it first, like based off what's in your
If
heart.
I'm writing for someone, I just lay it, and then I let them rendezvous. I go produce them.
Gotcha. But for yourself too.
So I just go in and
just go in there.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. There's a confidence. Here's the thing about her life so far. There's a confidence about her, but it's not like a boastful air. It's like a space express. So yeah, for real. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I have a question too. I know you mentioned some of the choreographers that people should, look at, but even going back further, do you emulate or do you look up to any like of the legendary choreographers from our past? Like maybe some that worked on some really big projects with some really big artists. From further back in the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. You just put me on the spot because I was just thinking about her. This girl, Little Thompson. What's her name? It starts with a J. She's a legend. It's the first black lady to do gosh, it'll come back to me, but I'm thinking what's now is gonna be on my mind.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I love everything about this lady. She was so gorgeous. She's the first black lady to be a known dancer.
Okay.
Like the nightclubs in New York.
Was she like a soul trainer or she's after that time?
No, she's
okay.
before that time.
Before that time. Oh
yeah.
Okay.
So I would say even we can go a little bit after that. Debbie Reynolds.
Okay.
For sure. And who else? Believe it or not, Chino is dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's been around.
We were just talking about her today.
She's been around a long time.
Very long. Any holidays.
She's a legend. She's been around a long time. Like, she's a legend. Like, people don't know, like, she can really, like, if you see her now, like, how's this lady opening up award shows for a whole 10 minutes? Killing it full out, though.
Right.
Full out. Like, not only is she a dancer, she's a choreographer.
Right.
Like, I've always looked at it like this. There's a lot of talented people who can sing and dance, but who are the real entertainers?
Yes.
Like, I'm so sad every time I see Britney Spears act. She's a real entertainer.
Yes.
Like, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I don't get too excited about artists these days.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that too.
There are a lot of good artists, but I don't get too excited. Like Doja Cat is my girl.
Okay, yeah.
She's a star. For sure. Like my mom would bring me somebody, and my sister's like, did you see her walking like that? Because you got on the set, I've been doing this since I was 13. I've seen everybody. It doesn't impress me. But when I see somebody like Doja Cat, it's like, she knows who she is. She knows who she is as an artist. And she puts everything into being an artist. And she knows how to separate her artist side from personal side. It's like, oh, she crazy. I'm just like, that's how I get home. My hair no home.
Right.
But that's how you got to do it. Because that's how people can relate to you. That's how you become your fans. Because nobody's working hard dressed up every time they see you. You're not dressed up every day.
Right.
So you see celebrities who are all made up with Birkins here, jewelry here, and nice cars. It's like, of course you're supposed to have it. You're a celebrity. Who cares?
Yeah.
But to come outside and like flip flops, your sunglasses, flip flops, sweatpants.
Crazy sometimes.
Almost look.
Almost okay. Just having a moment.
Almost look is a great thing sometimes. Most times.
Yeah, because you know what it means? It means that they have a part of themselves. They still, have a sense of who they are.
They're
And
not living for the labels, the fans, and all those other stuff.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about the fundamentals of dance. As far as like the beginnings, like were you into tap? Were you into obviously you hip hop dancing, but like did you tap ballet? Do you have any of those fundamentals that
I did modern, ballet, African. Yeah, hence why my feet are so raggedy. Ballet was on point all the time, and but at the end of the day, it's like it was worth it. Like I always say, if I have a daughter, her dance. Like dance gives you so much discipline going into like the body's crazy. Because you can't really focus on eating and partying and all this other stuff because you know you have an audition or you know you have a dance fight or you know you have something important to do. Like not knocking other sports and stuff, but with other sports you get to go out and party and celebrate playing basketball or shooting the games and stuff like that. But with dance, 9 times out of 10, you have to be back up in the morning to audition or practice or do something. So,
and then your breath and cardio has to be on point too.
Yes.
You can't be lagging behind now.
Absolutely. You want to lose your job on the spot.
And I have another question along the same lines. What's your favorite, of all time style of dance that you know how to do or that you admire in others?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah. Hip hop. Everything is based around hip hop.
I have a friend of mine, he does mentoring in Vegas for Shane Sparks. He does mentoring in Vegas for, the kids in the city. So do you have, workshops and stuff that you do for kids in Atlanta?
No, so that's crazy. I literally just told someone I want to open my own artist development center. Yeah, so I have this event coming up with Versace at Saks Fifth in Atlanta. So I'm giving back to a charity. So the charity I chose is one of my close friends' charities. It's pouring music into the schools.
Okay.
So it's for kids who can't afford to go to performing arts school in high school. So their 8th grade year, we're gonna fund it for them for 6 to 7 kids to be able to get into those schools for dance, music, and all that.
I love that.
Yeah, so artist, like I said, songwriting is my heart. Performing is my heart. So artist development, I'm definitely opening up an artist development.
Today's episode of Dynasty Queens is brought to you by Drip Top, the newest, hottest trend in fashion. You guys, if you love fashion, being a trendsetter, looking your best, you can have it all in the palm of your hand. This Drip Top app is what it's about. Fresh trends in fashion. Please believe me, we know what's up. Whether you're into streetwear, the chic style, it doesn't matter. You can be going out a night in the town. We got you. Make sure you check us out. Browse this app. It's at just a drop and click of the tap of the screen. Let's roll. Drip Top.
And the best part of it too is it's not just about discovering new fashion. It's about the community. It's a full-on community. So you can follow your favorite content creators. You can get tips and tricks to your fashion, whatever you want to do. And on top of that, you can level up your style.
Right.
It's a great thing. So y'all go ahead and download the Drip Top app. You can get it on Google Play and the App Store, Apple Store. And go ahead and look it up. It's Drip Top, DRIPTOCK, and level up your style today. Also, go ahead and visit the website at www.driptalk.com, or you can go ahead and scan the QR code right here on our screen. Y'all, don't forget, stay bold, stay fresh, and stay all together with Drip Talk.
It's just generation.
You just got honey vibes.
Yeah.
Honey nails.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Speaking of movies, dance movies in particular, what is your favorite dance movie?
Man.
There's so many of them.
There are a lot of them, honestly.
You know what's funny? And my sister and I used to watch it all the time. They'll be laughing because we like, you really was going crazy over that dance move.
Which one?
Save the last
Save
one.
the Last One. That's classic.
She was never getting into Juilliard. Let's be honest.
Right.
No, she wasn't.
She was never getting in. We hyped her up though. We hyped her up like it's just there's one move.
Right.
Oh my God. And it was terrible.
It's terrible.
It's a storyline and stuff.
Right.
So that one, and definitely you got served.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Those are both
The
millennial
Mama
classics.
Short is just a beast all
Oh,
over.
yeah. Absolutely.
That's another person people don't know about. His songwriting, his singing,
I don't know about
his
that at
dancing.
all.
He's a beast.
I don't know about his
Yeah.
songwriting.
Yeah, and that's the thing with being an artist. Sometimes you get put in a different direction. Whatever goes first. Like, I come back and get my real love. Like, acting just so happen to work for him. Yeah. It's like I come back to music, but sometimes it just doesn't pan out that way. He's really dope. So you guys served.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Gosh.
And who is like your favorite person that you've toured with, professionally as a dancer?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the singer.
You can answer.
Okay, so yeah, I would say Kevin Ross.
Okay, I love his music.
Yeah, he's so dope. I need someone to challenge me when I'm on stage or before I come out. So I just got off tour with Kevin Ross and Jagged Edge.
Nice.
But Kevin Ross, he's just a beast. He's so humble. He's so quiet. He reminds me of myself. Like, it's time for he's locked in. I'm not being rude, but I don't want to talk.
Yeah,
you know, and he gets on stage and turns to this whole other person. Like, who is that? Like, you're just so innocent with your glasses on. But yeah, Kevin Ross, and you know, he's a great songwriter. Man, he's just so good. That's a guy who's just too good, and it's like I can't wait for the world to really see how good he is. Yeah.
I know you have dreams and ambitions. I know you want your 2 Grammys. So tell us about your other dreams. You know, you can elaborate a little bit more on winning at the Grammys and other ambitions that you have for yourself.
Yeah. A lot of people try to downplay the Grammys, but I'm not. My ego is not in the room when it comes to Grammy talk. Like, I want my Grammys. I know I'm a great songwriter, and I know I'm a great entertainer. Like, and I've been working super hard. I just want something to stamp that I was here. Right? You know, and then I can bow out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I don't want these things. The industry is not a thing for me. I've never been caught up in the industry.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, my Grammys, and like I said, I'm going to open my artist development center. Now I'm getting into this thing where it's like, do I want to have kids? So
That's how I am too.
Right? Because it's like, I love my freedom.
Yeah.
I am the oldest, so I feel like I've always had kids.
Right.
Because I had to cook and you had to do this.
Right.
And I have nieces and nephews. So I still feel like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I can be the rich auntie.
Right.
I would be the rich auntie. I'm okay with that. You know? And if your mama say no, she's got to say no. Just call me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So that's another thing I'm like trying to figure out. So that's a goal of mine to figure out. By next year, right? Yeah. Yay or nay.
You have that window there.
It's right. But honestly, I was never the kid to be like, oh, this is the dress I want, this is the ring, this is the type of husband. Right. I was always in the industry, so I ain't got time to think about that.
Right. Now you're like,
yes. And then when you get in relationships early on, like I was telling the younger girls, you have time. Yeah. You get into a relationship in your 20s. I got engaged when I was 24. Until I was like 29. So I'm just like,
that sounds like me.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
was married at 26, engaged at 22.
right, it's draining. It's like, I've been there, done that for real.
Yeah.
And I played stepmother in my 20s.
Man.
Like, I'm 36 now, and it's just like, oh my God.
Like, do I want this full, like, long
And
term?
all this stuff just starting to hit me because my birthday is on Labor Day, so I'm just like, okay, wait, am I tripping or have I done it all?
Right, honey. I'm 36 in December. So,
It feels like you've done it all, right? Because when you start at such a young age, you're like, I've done it all, so you can be comfortable in your own skin. You don't have to have kids to prove anything.
Right.
You don't have to be married to prove anything. You don't have to do nothing. You've done it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why we're so laid back. People who started at an early age, you know, and that's why that was my advice to younger girls. Like, do it all in your 20s.
Right.
Go hard. Go hard.
I love that you said it's a goal for you to decide, you know, because some women have so much pressure, especially on the having kids aspect.
Yeah.
It's like, it's stressful. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Especially in this economy, right? Everybody got no money.
Kids is super
I'm
expensive.
some days like, oh, thank God I ain't got no kids. Do I take this trip or do I pay for my child? Like, listen, man. I be happy. When I come out the next month and know that my feet and my nails will do something, I'm like, dang, I don't have to worry about putting that towards my daughter.
And guess what? Don't feel bad about it because I have the same thoughts. I'm like, you know what? I like the quiet.
Especially living in Atlanta. You know,
Yeah.
living in Atlanta. Like, we raised ourselves.
Yes.
These kids these days, they're not disrespectful like crazy. They just don't appreciate the things that are free in life.
Yes.
Like, we used to appreciate being able to go outside and stay until the street lights come on.
Yeah, right.
Or after school programs, you know?
Exactly.
And now it's like, they making them have TikTok, so you can't tell them nothing.
That's true too.
So for me, I'm like, oh, my kids want to fly out. Or y'all being the teachers? Like, absolutely not. Y'all want to be the doctors?
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
You know who I love? That's actually, I feel like they're doing it right. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky.
Yes.
Right.
And she started later too. She shot at 34. Now she had 3 of them.
Yeah, because Riz was like 38 now.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, she did it. She did it the right way.
And they don't have screen time. She don't let them do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
That's
yes. That's how you do
I
it.
think Cardi is doing it the right way too. She's doing it the crazy way. But she's doing it
That's her way out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like I said, everybody's not Sierra, you know?
Right.
Everybody's not the cookie cutter person.
Yes.
And that's why Rihanna and Cardi works for their audience because it's like she's real, you know? I can relate to that. Like, I got 3 baby daddies too, you know? Like,
Yeah, right.
and Rihanna's like, girl, I had my kids, all my kids love my life too. We still outside.
Right.
Do what works for you. But I know I'm learning what works for me. That's why I said that's one of my goals to, figure out next year, May or not May, because next year's going to determine if I shut it off.
Right.
And the accident doesn't help. It's just crazy. People will look at my social media like, oh, George will be outside. George will be in the house. I've been abstinent since December 28th.
Okay.
Like, I always do this thing where I go, no sex, no alcohol, no dates, no nothing. Yeah, so.
And that's just like something that how long have you been doing that?
I'm off and on, I say, for like the past 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but last year I was dating a guy out of town, so I was like, I don't want an out-of-state relationship. But you know what? I don't know what I want, so let me go into the New Year, clear my
Yeah.
and clear like everything, so I know exactly what I want. I think that's why all of these like revelations are coming to me now. Like, okay, yeah, I don't like that, or I do like this.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't care if I don't become a big household name as an artist. I just want to be a songwriter because I never wanted to be an artist, so it doesn't even matter. And another thing is I had to learn how to watch my tongue because the tongue is powerful. So when I say I never want to do this, oh my God, I mean, not all the way.
Right.
I know. Just don't put me on Rihanna and Beyonce's level. I don't want that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
Oh, gosh.
I enjoy when people like look at me at concerts and shows and stuff like that. They're like, hey, my budget is only this. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to be in front of like a lot of people anyway.
Got you.
Yeah.
Very humble.
Very. Yeah.
She came in humble.
Yeah, she
You really did say, I
Yeah.
just do something on girl.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to also mention, a lot of young women, they feel that depending on the direction of like their management and stuff, that they have to go on a lead that may be against maybe their morals or values or even the type of music or the vibe that they're feeling. How important is it at an early age to lock in with good, positive management and influence? And how can that determine everything from like deals and, you know, the opportunities. How important is the manager?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Because I used to be like, it's so important. None of it matters.
Okay.
And you know why? Because people are gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day.
Right. Okay.
And everybody has a fake persona, right? You can think you're liking them with the right person, they have the best intentions.
Right.
And they see you know you blow up and they want to take all your money.
Yeah.
Or they mad because you want to sleep with them.
Yeah.
Or they mad. So I say go on your own journey at your own pace because there's always going to be a lesson learned in this industry. If you're signing up for this industry, there's no easy way around it.
Gosh.
There's no safe way around it. You don't become safe and it doesn't become easier until you get older and wiser. So we've all gone through it in different, you know, ways, but you're gonna go through it. If you don't want to go through it, don't get in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Very true.
Now, since you started so young, to add on to that, did you ever have any experiences with like inappropriate managers? And what is something that, like, and still, of course, yeah. But what is one that really stood out to you where you were like, you put your foot down and said, no, not today. We're not doing this.
Man. Because there's been so many. Okay, I'll tell you the first sign of disrespect I encountered. So the first sign of disrespect, I was, like I said, I was on tour with Valentino, the Scream Tour, and it was my dance partner, LaShawn and I. And let me just start by saying I was the only dark-skinned dancer on the entire tour.
Okay.
So they would call me Hershey. They're like, Hershey. So, I mean, I didn't get nothing. I was 15, so I'm like, whatever. And I remember walking out, trying to go to the catering room before, you know, the show to get our food. And Bow Wow and one of the guys from Free Roof was playing like the video game in the hallway. And we were like, excuse me, they didn't say anything. Like, excuse me, and you can go back and Google this because it's Google. Bow Wow was like, man, let these bitches try. And I'm like, mind you, I'm from the hood.
Excuse me,
right?
Like, wait a minute.
But it taught me, like I said, I've been in arts and since I was 13, so it taught me discipline and how to, like, control my emotions.
Yeah.
So we went back and told Bobby, and Bob, that's when they got into it. And that's when they had the radio interviews and stuff. So people don't know that. Like, that's why they were threatening to keep Bobby after she stood up for us.
Georgia with the tea now.
Yeah, that's the real tea.
That's what's up.
So if nobody knew, that's why Bobby V and Bow Wow, you know, were going at it on the first spring tour because Bobby stood up for me and my
I
father.
love that for you guys.
Yeah, and that's why I say he's the best boss I've ever had.
Yeah.
Bobby, he's so humble. He's still the same person to this day.
Right.
He didn't care how much money he made, or he had the #1 song on the radio. It's like, wait, who said that?
Right,
What?
exactly.
Like, these are girls, first of all.
Right. Young
Young girls.
Yeah, so that was the first sign of disrespect. The first sign of me feeling uncomfortable. I had flew to LA to be in a group, Mahogany, Babyface signed us, and I was in rehearsal, and a choreographer at the time, he was not a black guy, so we put that out there, he had two. I don't want them to see this. So, one of the choreographers pulled out a line of cocaine and sniffed it in front of me. Oh. Mind you, this time I'm like 17, 18, and I got shivers all over my body. I called my mom crying. She's like, baby, you know Hollywood,
Yeah.
Big league. That's what I'm saying. It's like different vices for different people. So there's so many different experiences you're going to go through. I've been in the Hollywood Hills where a celebrity has tried to like touch me, or they come in this room, see, got drunk and tried to get me drunk, thinking I was going to go. And then I see a story about him a year or two like prior to this interview, and I'm like, that's true, because he tried me. You know? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be in it, go ahead. But you have to be a big girl, because at the end of the day, I will say this, nobody cares.
Right.
You can tell whatever happened to you to 1,000 people, you got to be careful because they'll blackball you.
So that makes
they'll say, oh, we can't let her in because she's going to go for herself. Oh, she just told us, that's my homeboy, you know? This is my homeboy, and she just snitched on him, so now we can't let her in. But you came and told that person because you thought you could trust that person.
Right.
So now you're wondering, like, you can't get any song placements, or you can't get on this tour, you can't do this show, or you won't get signed. It's only because as a woman,
Right.
And
that's crazy because, you know, we're in the day of Me Too and stuff, and people wonder, with everything that's been going on with all these people, you know, getting accused of whatever, why it took her 20 years to say songwriter? It's because of those reasons.
Yeah.
In our industry, you will get blackballed.
You will get canceled.
You won't get paid for gigs, all that kind of stuff, So that's really important. But at least at 15, when you started off, you had that representation in Bobby B. Where he had your back, and that's a blessing that he did.
I was sure every day.
Stop the bullshit in his tracks, pretty much.
I make sure every day. Oh, and another lesson I would say, keep your ears open, nose down, mouth closed. I don't care if you're a dancer, you think that girl is not your friend.
Oh, absolutely.
She is not your friend. Right. I'm grateful to have the friends that I still have to this day. We grew up dancing together, but it's because we all went through the same treatment.
Gotcha.
We all had to compete for our spots.
Gotcha.
These days, it's like people aren't hiring dancers like that as much anymore. Mm-hmm. So you just gotta go in more I don't have any friends in this industry. You guys did not live in the same neighborhood or grew up together. Like my friends and I who came up in the industry dancing, it's not your friend. Just keep your mouth closed because everything gets back to everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
I have a question too. We've talked to different artists in different artistries about this, but I know this is the age of social media, and you've got your amateur dancers, if you will, and they're getting looked for things that you probably would go auditions for. How does that make you feel as a professional dancer? What do you think about that?
I just look at it thank God they have the easy way out because I know what I had to do.
Right.
I got out of school at 3 p.m. I had to go to either dance or soccer practice or volleyball practice. From 3 p.m. I had to be there until 5:15 and go straight to rehearsal. And in rehearsal, I got out at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had the same routine every day. Mm-hmm. On the weekends, I couldn't go out with my friends. I had to be at rehearsal at 9 a.m. to midnight every weekend. So with them, I'm looking here's my thing. How are you making your money these days? If you're not, doing something to compromise your integrity, so each his own. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm dang. If I had social media back then, I would be so paid.
Because now that at the top, you got a trending TikTok song making $1 million in 3 weeks.
Yeah, listen, that's the thing with a lot of these artists, and I'm not throwing shots, but you get someone who finds your song interesting enough and do a dance to it, you'll start that thing. Yeah. And I'm just damn. We didn't have that. I've been doing this for a long time. I may be young, but I've been in it for so long. I feel even I'm going to pat the band or something.
Yeah, but you're of that last era. The millennial generation is that last era. We were talking about this today. You had to be a triple threat. You had to know how to dance. We were just talking about this. I love that you're here to back us up on this. But y'all had to, go to dance class, do rehearsals, do this and that. And these kids today, they don't know.
They're bringing you in front of their biggest artists. You go to a label, they're oh, she can sing. All right, well, let me bring my girl out sing. And they're no, you sing. Yeah. If you say that's what you do, right? That's the type of treatment I had to go through. You say you dance, okay, I'll dance her. Y'all dance for this, compete for this spot right now. So if you lose, you're going home. You don't get a second chance.
Right.
There ain't no bringing radios to the labels anymore, putting that person playing y'all sing live. Yeah. Now it's how she look? Oh, okay, how many followers she got? She can go out and say, okay, cool. Yeah. We'll sign her. Not knowing that they're signing clicks, they're not signing an artist. So the artists don't produce those numbers. Yeah. They're hold up, wait, something's not right. You might views, you might streams. Yeah. But those numbers don't add up. Right. And now everybody knows you put together a gimmick. You sold a gimmick and you trick people. Yeah.
I tell people all the time, one of my favorite movies is Brown Sugar, and it kind of predicted the way the industry was going to turn out.
That's true.
Right?
Oh,
it really predicted. It's all these gimmicks and stuff. And, clickbait artists, I guess you can say.
Oh, yeah.
But what does that say about the labels and the A&R and the people behind it? What's going on? What's your take on that?
They're trash. Labels didn't stop putting money into artists. They didn't stop putting real time into artists. That's why when you have artists like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole who actually start their own labels and put money into artists, you appreciate them.
Yeah.
I tell anybody, if you can stay independent, stay independent. Right. You can find someone who believes in you enough and fund you. Or even if you got to work and stack your checks up, just do that because the labels are not it. And now they're going to sign AI artists.
How do you feel about AI artists? That's
what I'm pissed. What you mean she got signed a $3 million deal?
Right.
What hit ChatGPT wrote that.
Right.
And I'm in the studio for real with my talent.
Yes.
Like, what? Like, my boy didn't hear a song the other day because I'm writing songs for Summer Walker's new album. Not saying that they're gonna make the album, but for the studio writing for her. And he's like, yeah, I got this one reference, but just add the hook onto it. ChatGPT did everything else. I said, shut up. He's like, no, for real. He sent it to me, and it's called Michael Jackson Bad. He's like, we can give it to Doja Cat or Summer Walker. And the song is so dope.
Yeah.
I said, bro, what?
Yeah.
I said, nah. I said, I can't listen to it anymore.
I was pissed.
It was so good.
It's good, right?
It's so good. I'm just like, that's not fair because people who really do this, And it's like, so you sign this person, this artist or this songwriter, and they use ChatGPT, but then you get them in a room full of people they can't use ChatGPT in. It's like, what the F did I do? It's like, that's your fault because you cheated someone who's been working their whole life for this opportunity out of their opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like acting. I done went on so many acting auditions, and then I see a celebrity get the role. I'm like, what the
What's their name?
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
But it's like, I always come back to reality. Like, I can't be mad. Oh, well, God. Maybe you're protecting me from something I can't see. Maybe that's why you get the role.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like, girl, this is not out. I can't. Just like, I'm not going to keep going forward with these people. Because I'm really from the hood.
Yeah.
Like, they come out and
they're going to find out one day. Look at that.
Yeah.
Georgia about to rain on down.
Exactly. Exactly. Let me just stay in a quiet, like, nice Georgia. Like, there's only so much you can take in the industry. Especially today. Like, nobody cares about your talent no more.
Yeah.
Very
true. It's all about the dollar signs and quick buck and
absolutely. We were just talking about that too, about how music nowadays, and like it used to be in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
The heart and, you know,
I know it was coming to the end when the women started to look the same.
yeah.
I was like, you know how you used to be able to tell the strippers for the teachers and the mistresses for the wives?
The nurses these days got the gold.
So now when I see women who are like naturally like beautiful, like got some belly fat, got some weight on their like arms and necks and stuff, I was like, yes, that's real women. Yeah, real women. Like, I love that. Like, what the other day, I was like, I'm so bloated when I went on stage to do the Alita tribute. And a guy was like, that's a good thing. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect.
Like, I love sunshine.
Like, it's okay if you be bloated. You're showing that you're real. Like, us men need to see that. I was like, oh, he's right. Yeah. I am bloated. So what? I can see.
Right.
Bloat. That's cool.
Okay.
Yes. That's very true. So you can see it like you go on Instagram right now, you scroll, it's the same. It's a different complexion. Different ethnicity, but it's the same booty, same titties.
But the industry, man, the industry did it. That's how everybody, the industry did it. The rappers didn't do it. The industry signed those rappers. The industry listened to those songs before they put them out.
Right.
The industry chose those girls to be in the videos. You know, it's like, and I don't blame the women who got the work done because the industry made them feel like they had to. Because it's like, oh, well, I do want this gig, so I guess that's what I got to look like.
Right.
I do want, to do this or be this type of guy, so I guess this is what I gotta look like, because that's what he sings about it. That's what he posts up on his Instagram. Right. Or every time I'm next to him, he's scrolling and stopping or extra 5 seconds looking at this site.
Right.
And we're women we're nurturers, so we like to cater to men, whether our kids, husbands, whatever. Yeah. So we want to make them feel loved and happy.
Yes.
They don't always do the same for us, but it's like, I get it for those who did it, you know?
Yeah, and also women can feel pressure from other women as well.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like, girl, we ain't getting this done, without, especially living in that. It's like, it's everywhere. It's just like, in your face.
And then you see their friend with the G-Wagon and work. Damn, okay, maybe I should. Because, I deserve it too.
Right.
And it's most of the time, it's the fact that you know that you deserve a good life. Because you are a good woman.
Yeah.
Or a good person. So you're like, okay, well, let me try it this way.
Exactly.
It's the same with the industry.
Yeah.
I know I deserve Grammys. I know I deserve to be recognized.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're one of the last era of group of women, still young, of course, but have that talent and stuff, and you deserve what you want before you bow out. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Absolutely.
Thanks, girl.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm about to say, y'all heard that.
Just give her Grammys, y'all.
Give my Grammys. Give my Grammys,
And just
y'all.
get you a couple of our artists when you retire.
Oh,
Laughing in
You
their
know,
face.
yeah, I might just throw an AI album out there next year. Just saying, I'm not saying I am.
Yeah.
If she sounds like me, then
Right.
why not?
right.
Why
Give
not?
away $3 million for free, like why not?
Right, for sure. Gotcha.
So what's in the future for you?
Honestly, I'm such a lover girl.
Okay.
And I feel like I've always been in a relationship. So this year I took time to not be in a relationship. And to like find exactly who I want to be and who I am, like in my adulthood, my adult life. And so now I just feel like in the future, I just want to be more man. We build this artist development studio. We have these young women and young men develop their artistry at top tier levels and just travel to different states, putting together great shows with local artists. That's what I'm working on now. Yeah.
It's really an outreach.
Yeah.
And why is it so important to you to mentor to the next generation of young talent? Why is that so important to you?
Because honestly, nobody mentored me.
Okay.
But my uncle who had the artist development studio.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like out for themselves. And I get it, but it's like I don't get it. Because it's like you can't always be on top.
Yeah. Right. Sure.
It's like you're gonna get old one day, like so why not have this person be able to say, "Oh, so and so taught me," and it, but they don't understand. It's like that's an even bigger flex.
Yeah.
To be big and for somebody to come and be bigger or the same level as you and say, "I learned from so and so." But yeah, that's why. Like I know I'm dope, so I want to show somebody else how to be dope or just as dope, better.
Just pouring.
Yes.
Now I have to ask. You don't have to name drop. Look, she did. What you gonna say?
Come on.
Well, I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
We know divas, right? Divas in the industry. You don't have to name drop. Who was someone who was a complete bitch to you? Just give us like
Brandy.
Oh, that was quick. Drops the bomb.
And I can drop that bomb because for me it's on site if it's still
Oh shit! Tell us about this.
Yeah. That was like that was my go-to artist who I absolutely looked up to. I would fight people when they say Monica was better than Brandy. And I'm like, not so she didn't say Monica.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean? Are you crazy? Like, because Brandy is a beast.
Right? I had the Brandy all growing up.
So when I met her, it was a complete house. I was like, man, I wish I would have never met this lady.
Wow.
Like, walk into the studio. I've been there with one of my good friends who's a well-known producer, songwriter. And we had been in the studio all week together. And this particular day, he didn't answer the phone. I was asking what time. It was in LA. And I said, I'm going to just show up at regular time. I walk in with my two homegirls, and she's in there. And the room is dark, and it's like maybe 8 other people sitting in there. And everybody else knows me. She knows me, too, because
she know you, girl.
Yeah.
Playing. She know exactly who Georgia is. Quit playing.
I'm the only black girl out in LA with a big afro.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
This was only like 4 years ago. So,
recent.
Yeah. So I walk in, and the other people were like, Georgia, what took you so long? I said, I didn't know what time we were starting. So we were sitting there. And she goes, hey. I was like, hey, everybody. And she's like, and I was like, oh, you guys are already recording. I'm going to step out. Like, big jitter. She's like, why y'all leaving? We need some girls here to look cute.
As if you was a little groupie thing. Oh, no, man.
Exactly. So you picked up on that?
Yes.
Come on now. So,
that was shade.
So me, I said, oh, baby, that's when the ATL just said,
right.
And
Right.
My peers who respect me.
Yeah.
And he already just introduced you. I mean, he is a singer, but he's like, man, you're a dope singer, songwriter. And he's like, oh no, we need some girls in here to look cute. That's exactly how he said it. I said, well, I'm not here to look cute. I'm an artist. I said, so y'all, now I'm 18. I said, so y'all going to finish doing what y'all doing. She was like, okay. And so I walk out. Because I know my energy. I don't let nobody interrupt my energy.
And now she's going to be a boss for this day.
Exactly. I'm going to protect my energy at all costs. So I step out. Mind you, I remove myself from the situation. Okay. Why did this girl come out with her manager in the hallway? Is it her problem? I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just saying we need some girls out here to look cute. I said, baby, we're not here to look cute. I just told you I was a singer songwriter. You already know this. Like, girl, you've been there before. Second of all, like, why are you in the hallway? I just, go back to your set. Do what you were doing. So now we're going back and forth. And I said, you know what's crazy? I can't believe you sitting right here arguing with me. You're like 20 years older than me. I was like, you're like 20 years older than me. Bro, I grew up looking up to you, listening to you. She's like, you still do. I said, no, you listen to Jasmine Sullivan now. I said, I haven't listened to your album since Never Say Never, since Brighty Dark Child dropped you, to be honest. I said, you haven't had any hot songs since Brighty. So I don't know what you're talking about. I know. I said, but I will after this because I know you need them streams. I'll listen. So now we're going back and forth. And she's like, oh, you do, you know. Then she turns into an actress. Starts to cry. And this girl went from the hallway to outside the studio. I think it was Patchwork, if I'm not mistaken, in LA. That was Fairmont, something like that. Yeah. But now we're out on the streets. It's nighttime, and my bro, and I love Vincent. Vincent Berry can vouch for me. I love him. He's a great songwriter. If you don't know him, he wrote Beyonce Sandcastles. So he's a really dope songwriter. And that's how we became cool. We were in the studio 3 days, all 3 days working. We had a lucky day, and the producer. And he walks up, he's like, Georgia, you were not wrong. He's like, baby, you good. He's like, go finish what you was doing, you know. It's Grammy weekend. He's like, just go have fun with your girls. He's like, but I'm gonna tell you, you were not wrong. He's like, you're not the only one. And I was like, why is that?
It's disheartening.
If I wasn't like, if I didn't have a look or they didn't say I could sing, I would have been different. But yeah, I tell people all the time, like, I'm that artist that's gonna say exactly who it was. Because people need to know, like,
that's true.
How can someone look up to you for so long and you just treat them like great? I couldn't believe it. To this day, I still can't believe it. Like, if I call my best friend right now, he's like, okay, shut up, I call Freddie. I still love her old songs. Like, she's still a beast. I still turn on Never Say Never now and then, you know.
You can love artistry. That don't mean you gotta love the artist.
Yeah, you love the artist. And you know, you hear stories about some of your faves all the time. You're like, nah, they weren't. Because, you know, to experience it, I was like, why did I have to meet her? I was like, why did I have to meet her? Because it became a whole shit show and it didn't have to. Yeah. I removed myself from the situation.
She following you.
I probably still had like some energy left. Right. Like, I mean, she probably having a bad day. But no, it just turned out bad. And I never want to make a bad name for myself, no matter what room I'm in. Yeah. So I just felt like I was pulled out of my element.
Right. What do you think that was on her end? Do you think that was
getting old?
Right. So she felt some type of intimidation when you stepped in the room.
I feel like they all do, even if you're a male artist. Like, take it, example, the guy from what is it? Power. Okay. And the little young one, he said he wanted to Tommy and he has to come out on social media like, bro, I always show you love. I always like you. Some people are afraid of getting older and losing their position. Like, Brady, you can never lose your position. Right. Like, you go down as one of the greatest singers. You know, like, but I don't know what that was about.
At the end of the day, people are just people. And they don't disappoint you.
That was very disappointing.
On the flip side, we talked about that. Who's the best female artist you met that had an impact on you?
You know what? Ashanti is a sweetheart. And she's so dope. And she's a great songwriter.
I like you.
Yeah, I would say that. And I was never an Ashanti fan. I wouldn't say a fan. I wasn't a huge fan. Until Baby came. I thought, okay, yeah. This is because I come from singers, so she's not a singer. She has a nice voice, but she's not a singer. Right. That's why Brandy was like one of my faves. But when I met Ashanti, she was just so sweet, taking pictures of us. In a bathroom, we're all like, she's making sure our hair and stuff is fixed.
I love that. She's a girl's girl.
She's a girl's girl.
You gotta find a group of women who are girls. And that's another reason we have this platform for women to come on here. Because, a lot of the time these days, the reality shows and stuff are showing women of color, Black women in a negative light. And so we want to have something different, for people to showcase their talents and come on here. And you have a great energy.
Yes. You guys, I love you.
Thank you.
You guys are girls. I felt it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so they're gonna be. I'm comfortable now.
Yes.
People be acting like that girls on social media. And you get in, I'll be like,
Yeah.
let me get out of here. Let me real.
Right.
How long is this?
I already know. You know, living in Atlanta. I already know. I already know how it can be. I've met people and trust me. I understand. So we need a safe space.
Absolutely.
You know?
You know what, Jordy, you're kind of like a mix of both of us. Like, you're in the scene, you know, your work. I'm at home. I'm in the house. At all times. Like,
Two sides of it, yeah.
Do you have kids? I do have two.
She does not know.
I do.
But it's like, yeah.
How old are your kids?
My oldest is 16 and my baby actually will be 10 this
You don't
Tuesday.
even look like you have 16. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. I love it though.
Yeah.
You don't look like it at all.
Right.
I was just like, he's 4.
Long time ago.
That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing. At least she'll be like, well, like put together. Not saying she'll not put together, but once your oldest is like 18, your youngest is 18 actually. You're like, I mean, I'm chilling.
Literally, just like, okay, what we doing today?
Right.
I used to really like judge girls. I'm not gonna lie. One of my best friends had her first child when she was 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
Right before our 8th grade prom. So I was pissed. I was livid. She hid it from all of us.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how can you have a child at 13? Then I was like, damn, I should have got pregnant.
She's like, okay.
Both of her kids are in college now.
Yeah. You know,
Right.
it's even one extreme or the other. You have people. I had Danica when I was 22. So, you know, and I'm about to be 40 now. So she, you know, she'll be out of the house and everything. It's either you start really young or you start a little bit later in life.
Yeah.
You live your life.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, you live your life.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do, or you have kids and then you live your life and you do what you want to do.
Right. And it also goes what Georgia said earlier about the 20s, you should do that for yourself. So that kind of also backs to even have young families.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I envy women who knew they wanted to have kids at a young age.
Yeah.
Because they're chilling now.
Yeah.
They just like chill. Like,
That's true.
like I said, this economy now,
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine having a 1-year-old.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
What are you talking about?
You know what else I heard though? I heard that this is the first time in history, recorded history, that more women are pregnant in their 40s than in their teen years.
Oh, yeah.
So I think a lot of millennials, because that's a 40-something, a little over like a geriatric millennial, like an early 80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us didn't have kids.
Yeah.
For the first time, we were thinking about other stuff, careers and stuff like that. So it's
You're out having fun.
having fun, true.
Not you, and then another thing too, people are waiting. You don't want to. You gotta be careful when you have a baby with these
Yeah,
days.
that's what happened.
That's so
I
important.
think that's what has held me back.
Yeah,
as
me
well,
too.
because it's like I said, I've always been a relationship girl. So my relationship has been 4 years since
Same.
a cheating girl. And I'm like, man, thank God.
I didn't program with this one.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, you're not sorry.
No, you're not.
I was about to say, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
No, you're not. Sorry. Because you gotta think long term. That's 18. Everyone says 18 years. It's so much more.
It's a lifetime.
It's a
Listen,
lifetime.
my ex-fiance now has, and he's like 60 years old. He now has 2 new babies by 2 different women. And the supposed to be fiance just found out about the other one.
Oh, no.
And he is a celebrity.
You say yourself the headache.
You did.
Uh-uh.
You said,
Listen, I knew. I worked mine at 8 weeks.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Listen,
Nothing.
and God was my savior.
Right.
I prayed the night before
Yeah.
so hard.
Right.
I was 25. I was like, God, I'm not happy with this man.
Yeah.
I'm in LA. I have no family. Like, he's verbally abusive. Like, talks to me like crazy. When he's like upset. And next thing you know, my friend at the time, she was older. I was an older friend. She was like 34. She was like, I was just making a comment. I'm not saying you want to.
yeah.
And then when I went in there, they showed me like the other stuff. Like, there's nothing. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was nothing there. She's like, there's nothing really here. I said, okay. I'm not scared anymore. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is God saying do it now.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is God saying do it now before it's too far gone.
It's too far gone. Yeah.
Because your life will be a lot
different.
different.
That's why when people say, oh, she don't have no kids or what's wrong, you don't know my story. I have been pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's not for everybody to know that.
Exactly.
You know, and you talk about when you're comfortable. Like right now, I'm comfortable.
Right.
So you guys getting a lot of excuses. You ain't got the beef, you ain't got the
Yeah. It's life. And I love and we love when women come on here and speak real raw truth because it connects better with the people that are watching.
Trust me, you know how many of your faves and been there and done that and probably made a smart decision because of their careers partners and the men they found out who were
Exactly.
the men they got pregnant by.
Right.
So I would never judge a woman for that, ever.
Right. That's
Never.
yes.
Georgia
Georgia,
shows every day.
please drop your handles and stuff for the viewers, and tell them, what's coming up for you.
Yeah, so you guys, I've already said I don't like to be seen like that. So the platforms that I be on sometimes, it's Snapchat, Instagram. It is I am Georgia Rain. That's Georgia like the state, Georgia, Rain, Reign. And I have a lot coming over now. Like I said, I'm working on my podcast.
Yes.
It's called Table Manners.
Okay.
It's two of my close friends who are comedians, so you just imagine.
Oh, it's gonna be a mess.
And it's not it's super funny. We have everyday hardworking people coming on there, explaining how they got into their career choices, or and we're like inviting people's like trauma on the show with them.
Yeah.
So like if your mom calls you trauma or your ex or someone, it's like let's call them up and let them know how you feel, or say you forgive them and stuff like that. Like, and we have this one, he says it's called where we pass the salt. It's like who's being salty in the industry?
I like that.
Like the past one we just did, like Cardi B, they passed me the salt, of course. Baby, come on, So yeah, that's I'm waiting for the league. It's around this Georgia.
Right? Yes.
And you know some man. Alright, so I said I love me and I just want to put that out there. But it's always y'all.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so the podcast for sure. My fitness line is coming back this year.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did a lot this year where I was like, no, it's just me. I don't care about how my body looks. I don't care about. I just want to be free.
Okay.
So next year I'm gonna get tight.
Okay. And it was good.
Yeah,
So.
you do.
Get a free at-home workouts because I believe in helping other women. That's my whole purpose. I feel in life is to uplift and help other women. With things that I know I'm grand in, and they can get better in. So that, and then after that, like I'm working on buying my mama house right now.
I know that's right.
Yeah, and I don't mean like just put it down. Like no, I want to like buy it.
Yeah.
Like pay out. So that's like one of my main goals. So those are the three that I'm really focusing on next year. The music is always up here.
Absolutely.
So I may just drop 1 or 2 songs like I do every year so often, but I'm definitely dropping new music next year. And I'm going all in.
That's right.
I love it.
What about you ladies? Like,
Oh man. I mean, what you said about buying your mother house, that's definitely a goal of mine, is to get my mom straight. This podcast has been growing over the past couple of years. So we're moving. So that's definitely something, going to 2026 we're very excited about. So just, be prosperous and loving on my friend and being successful with her.
Yes.
And this is my dog right here.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I love that.
So, just keep my babies out of trouble. Making sure they're, have the good heads on them, and just wishing them the best, love and blessings. That's all I care about.
Absolutely.
I love that. Okay.
Absolutely.
And also, all the viewers out there, if you have any comments, or make sure you subscribe also to the channel, and let Georgia know if you have any questions for her about the industry or anything we talked about today. Don't hold back. We definitely didn't today.
At all. At all.
That's right.
Brandy, you want to chime in?
You ain't right.
You got to
Brandy, your side of the story.
She's going to be really stop it here and tell your side.
Tell your side of the story.
I'm not mad at your side. But Brandy, she can remember.
Ooh.
Oh, see. We remember. It's selective memory. Selective memory.
She's like, oh, girl, I don't know that one song. It's okay.
It's okay. You're doing great.
Okay,
Well, we want your side of the story, so come to this podcast.
Who's here?
Now we promote y'all podcast.
Let's hear about it.
Well, in closing, everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Pamela Nicole, and I've got my gorgeous co-host,
Mia J.
and this has been
Dynasty Queen.
Nice.